Yes, recording. Howdy, folks, and welcome to another episode of Lasagna Bones' Book of Cook. Today, we'll be making my favorite chocolate chip cookie recipe. Over the months of quarantine, I have tested many different types of chocolate chip cookies, and this is by far the best one I have found yet. I found the recipe in a children's cookbook called The Complete Cookbook for Young Chefs. It was written by America's Test Kitchen, and because the recipe came from a cookbook for kids, it's super easy to make. But with all that said, let's get right into the recipe. To begin, you are going to want to preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Or, if you're feeling impatient, you can just preheat your oven to 325 degrees Celsius instead, and bake them for half the time.
Lasagna Bones cannot be held responsible for any damages caused to your house or cookies.
Now, if you want to share these cookies with other people, you should wash your hands now. But if you're feeling kinda greedy, I guess you don't need to wash your hands and just, not share them. It's not like Valentine's Day or anything. In a medium bowl, add in 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda that you definitely replace every 30 days like it tells you to, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Whisk them all together and set this bowl aside. Go ahead and manifest a large bowl into existence and add 1 cup of packed light brown sugar, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and 12 tablespoons of butter. Whisk that together until it's smooth and add in 2 large eggs. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Whisk well until combined. Now grab the bowl with the flour mixture from earlier and carefully add it into the wet mixture, and then mix them together until they are combined. Fold in as many chocolate chips as you deem necessary, but I decided to use 2 cups of chocolate chips. Now, 2 cups is still 1/2 cup more than what they recommend you use, but there's no such thing as too many chocolate chips in a cookie. Before you bake your cookies, you are going to want to first get them cold for 30 minutes, because this lures the cookie dough into a false sense of security, so that when you finally do put them in the oven, they'll be asleep and won't be able to run away. Or it could be to make the dough easier to work with, but who knows? After the dough is done refrigerating, you're going to want to line a cookie sheet with parchment paper or a reusable silicone mat. Then you're going to want to use one of these scoopy spoon things or your hands, depending on how big you want the cookies. I used the scoopy thing because I wanted smaller cookies. Once you have your cookies on the sheet, you're going to put them in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. You may have leftover dough, so you'll just have to repeat these steps and make several batches. Now you may be thinking that because you only have 20 minutes to wait while your cookies bake, that you don't have time to play Mario Kart, but you're wrong. Skipping this step consistently makes every single food worse. I promise. But if you are feeling rebellious and don't want to play Mario Kart, you could just use this extra time to like and subscribe or watch one of my other videos or something. That won't make the cookies as good as playing Mario Kart, but it's a close second. Now that you hopefully finished your Mario Kart session, you can go back upstairs and take the cookies out of the oven and move them to a cooling rack. After about 5 minutes of waiting, you can finally eat the fresh, chewy, homemade cookies.